hanging out as live. Awesome. Hi, world. We are Swamp Folk. We are one of Improv's house teams. We are so excited to be here tonight. I will introduce everybody after our show, but for now, we're going to do about a half an hour of improvisation for you. And to get started, we asked all of you out there in internet world to post questions for us to answer, and Joe's going to ask one of those questions now to get us started.
All right. Tonight's question comes from Mike Luciano. The question is, the question is supposed to be, why don't piranha eat each other? But he spelled piranha P-I-R-A-N with a tilde A. So like piranha, like a Spanish word.
I gotta say, having made like 2 cross-country poker trips, where I definitely had the movie Rounders in mind at like maybe 100 situations, sitting at those poker tables and you think about why don't the piranha eat each other and like, you know, how can you wait for the fish? It's because once you get to know how sharp the other piranha's teeth are and like how quickly they're gonna like rip your belly open if you expose it, you just never, ever want to open up for them. You never want to give them anything. And even though you're friendly with them and you play cards with them, you know, like a lot, there's that point at which you're so thrilled that there's like a fresh-faced moron that sits at the table and you can just like chop their head off and drink their blood. It's the best.
Nat, I know we're supposed to be answering this question, but that makes me want to ask you a question. Does that mean that piranha is like a metaphor for someone who plays poker? Because I haven't heard that.
Well, fish is like a really bad, gullible, easy poker player.
Oh.
Yeah. And in the movie Rounders, he talks about why all the professionals that sit down together at Atlantic City, and he's like, ah, shit. So we're at the Chesterfield South, which is like the name of the club they play in New York, would be the Chesterfield North, and they go down to Atlantic City, and they sit together, and he's like, we're just going to take each other's money now, and then it starts in, and he explains, the piranha don't eat each other if you ever watch the Nature Channel. And then guys sit down at the table, and they go get them.
That makes so much sense to me now because I once had a meeting in Las Vegas where I actually met with someone who was considered a whale, and that's like a really big-time gambler who makes tons and tons of money gambling and has like a free suite. And I just didn't know where the term came from, but I'm assuming it has something to do with all those fish.
It's interesting to me that a lot of these poker terms are nautical terms. Like maybe sailors would be...
A boat's a full house?
Yeah, a boat's a full house. A flush. Like I guess you'd flush the ship out to drown the rats, if I'm not mixing metaphors. But anyway, sailors probably like to gamble, I would think.
One who really hates like whales and dolphins, Japanese people. They're really... You know, Greenpeace is a legitimate thing. You can say whether or not they're like taking it to like a shock extreme thing, but Japanese people eat dolphin and whale, and there was a big controversy in Japan because they had whale on food menus for children, and it was subsidized by the government because it was cheap, but they had to get rid of it. They were like putting it into like sandwiches and other weird kind of like food combinations that you wouldn't normally want to see whale in.
Right. We cut to a ship off the coast of Alaska.
Listen, if you want to make it here on the Sea Shepherd, then going against these whaling ships is the least of your problems. You gotta keep your paycheck while you're on board. That's all there is to it.
I'm not going to get to a bank in 3 months. We're out at sea.
That's right. You'll lose everything on this ship. You'll lose your life anyway fighting the whalers, but, I mean, if you get out of this, at least you'll have the money that you risked so much for.
Oh. I can't imagine losing my money. I mean,
You know how to play
I need
CeeLo?
this. Yeah.
You like dice?
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not gonna gamble my money away. I need this.
No,
Okay?
you shouldn't. You shouldn't. I'm just going to show you a few tricks so you can hold on to your money, and that way, that way you won't have to worry about anybody hustling you on the ship.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you want to play? Maybe like $10 a roll.
Dude, $10?
Well, you got to make
a
it worth
lot.
something, or you're not even going to have any inclination to protect it.
I thought I was gonna
It's
pay
just like
for
these-
pennies.
You know what? That's fine. That's fine. We'll play for pennies, okay? We'll just treat this money the same way that everyone treats these animals that we risk our lives for. That's fine. We'll just play for pennies. No problem. Now, you know what? Let's just rig the boat, okay? We should keep our heads straight. Forgetting that whaler.
Yeah, the whaling ships are getting closer. I don't think they want to come here and see us playing dice. That's gonna make us look really weak.
All right. Well, I'd like to honestly make sure that you can tie your knots before I get in a boat with you, because it's going to be important that you can tie and untie things quickly and you don't hurt anyone in this boat. So, I don't know. You want to like maybe make it worth something? Like maybe you could, I don't know. Like let's say $20 says you can't tie 7 knots and untie them in 55 seconds.
Listen, I'm pretty good at knots, but I'm not. I can't afford $20 I can't afford to lose $20.
Okay, that's fine. Because my life isn't going to be worth anything out on the ship when we're out on the surf and you have to untie a knot and you can't do it. So that line comes across my body and cuts me in half. I'm not worth $20.
You're
that's
you're
fine.
worth.
That's fine. You know what?
Listen, I mean,
I feel
I
like I
can
should
do it.
give dedication to this ship at this point.
It's not
We
risking
cut
my
to a
hard-earned-
castle. We cut to a castle in the Carpathian Mountains. Dracula, with all due respect, this vampirism thing, it's really taken off. The problem is sustainability.
Terry, I'm frankly happy that you've joined me in Transylvania, but what are you trying to tell me?
Well, what I'm telling you is that we're reproducing at an alarming rate, and our food source is being depleted because we're turning more people, which is our food source, into us. I mean, vampirism is, it's really taken off. I mean, we have had more growth in the vampirism sector in this last century than we've had in the previous, 3,000 centuries.
You are the best in the entire industry, Terry. That's why we hired you as a consultant.
You told me that you wanted to take vampirism out of the crypt and put it right into Middle America. And that's what we did. We put it right into Middle America.
We're in Boise, Idaho, which is
Boise,
really
Idaho? Yeah,
the center of all human mammals.
500% growth in vampirism rates in Boise, Idaho. The problem is we don't feed on each other. Lord Dracul. We don't feed on each other, and it's getting a little lean out there. That's the problem that we're having. I mean, nobody wants to be lunch. Everybody wants to have lunch. That's the problem.
That's a good point. Are you proposing, Terry? Are you proposing that we begin to ingest vampire and vampire-like, vampiress?
I don't want to suggest that, but we have to face reality. I don't want to starve. and we're surely not going to let you star. I mean, you're kind of vampire number one.
Well, thank you, Terry. I do appreciate you saying that. Have we looked into other alternatives? Are there any more? Can we make the humans reproduce at a larger rate? Maybe incentivize them to get frisky with one another.
The problem is once they figure it out that this vampirism kind of like stops the clock. You don't have to worry about death. You don't have to worry about aging. You're super strong, super fast. You turn into a wolf. All that kind of stuff.
Happy all of the time, enjoying life.
Enjoying life.
The woes of human nature are behind you.
Yeah, who is happier than a vampire?
We're the happiest people I've ever seen.
So the problem is that the product it's popular. We have ways to make vampirism less attractive.
So you're suggesting we dress in more, maybe uglier, more tarnished clothes, maybe fashions from 2 years prior?
We cut to a casino that is like way off the Las Vegas Strip. So what you got over there is a grizzly. Okay, he comes in every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. He never leaves. He doesn't shower. He just drinks and he plays, and we call him a grizzly bear. Next to him, you can see he's just a polar bear. Okay, he's new. He plays the $2 table. So this is the kind of thing you have to learn when you're going to deal, when you're going to be a new dealer like me. I'm trying to show you the ropes here.
Hey, lady. Why you always picking on me? All right. Come here. I'll give you my money. You don't got to make a scene out of it.
Well, hey, Stephanie.
He is like a grizzly. He wants to claim his territory.
Yeah, you watch me handle this customer, okay? Hey, Stan, all right? I take your money. I deal you the cards, so why don't you just keep your trap shut, okay? All right. So, Stephanie.
I'm trying to have a little interaction with you as a dealer. You don't got to make a big deal about it.
You're not supposed to talk to the dealer. Okay, so Stephanie, it's important you know that. The customers are not supposed to talk to you when you're dealing the cards. Okay, so don't engage, even if they're cute.
I mean,
Stephanie.
you gave him full run of the casino, and that's not enough for him.
It's never enough, honey. It's never enough for these bears, okay?
The polar bears are the same?
Why.
Like, they feel like it's all shrinking around them?
This is the thing, all right? When it comes down to it, these men, they're all the same. I don't care if they're a grizzly, if they're a polo, or if they're a koala, whatever stage of gambling they are, when it comes down to it, they're all men, and it's never enough. So you got to be strong, okay? You got to be strong. You got to make your tips.
So,
don't let them tell you how to be.
Hey, is Steve coming back from break yet? Come on. It's been like 20 minutes. I'm waiting for Steve to get back.
Stan.
I'll be dealing this session, actually.
Yeah, Stan, this is Stephanie. She is a new dealer. Okay, so you can deal with Stephanie now. I said deal, and she's going to deal.
Good.
She says puns all the time.
The two different meanings of deal. Anyway, so you're gonna, Stephanie's a new dealer, okay? So will you go easy on her, please? It's her first night. Go ahead,
a soft
honey.
17 showing, sir.
As long as you get out of here, I'm fine.
Hey, Stan.
Sir, you have a soft 17 shown.
Yeah, hit me.
Would you like to, okay. 16.
Honey, you don't go down. You don't go down in numbers. There's no subtraction, okay?
Well, I gave him a 9, so he's got a 16.
No, honey, you need to know how to count better to do this job, okay? All right, so he had a 17. He had
a soft 17.
And he had a 5.
And a 6.
Oh, a 6.
And I gave him a 9. So he's got a 16.
He went way over 21. Stan, you're out. Okay? Stan. If you want to make a new bet, you make a new bet. But this is the thing, honey. You got to know, someone like Stan, he's just going to keep playing and playing until he is broke. All right? That's what we call a koala.
But you,
Yeah, I thought you said I was a grizzly.
honestly, I think if you change the rules on these guys, no wonder they don't want you to deal.
We don't change the rules, honey. They are changing the rules by coming in here and making us think that they're better than everyone else.
No, he just wants to play the game according to the actual rules. He's got a lot of money on this hand.
Yeah, I don't have any more money, or else I would have doubled down. But soft 17 against a 6. I mean, I should have stayed, but whatever. I'm distracted because you're fucking annoying.
Well, you know what? I can tell you to leave this casino. So just be careful there, Stan, all right? If you want to be back in the Grizzlies, in the back room, you know, then go in the back room and be with the other Grizzlies, but right now you're out here with the rest of the koala.
Sir, you could actually also, you could just go up to the cage and get a marker anytime you want. You can come right back to the table. If you have any assets or you have a credit card or anything like that, the casino would be happy to take more of your money. Why are you chasing him away? I don't understand. I don't understand.
Can we finish the fucking hand? Come on.
So, I'm sorry, sir. 16, dealer has a 10 showing. Would you like to hit it, sir?
Yeah, hit me.
21. Dealer has 20.
You know, I'm sitting here watching, and you're right, I've been very rude, and I'm sorry. But many years ago, Stan and I, we had a thing. And it's very hard for me to watch him sit here and spend all of his money and know that he gave up the best thing that ever happened to him, and that was me.
You put me in the middle of this, my first night?
Yeah, why you gotta bring it up?
Could have got me fired.
This girl here.
This is what it's like to work in the casino, okay?
I see that.
It's Wild Kingdom out here.
We cut to Wild's Kingdom. Gentlemen, I've assembled you all here today for 2 reasons. The first is I have but a few months to live, and I am looking for a predecessor. Someone as nimble on their feet as I. Someone as
So you've built a time machine?
Listen, Gerald. The time machine.
You wanted a predecessor. You built a time machine?
I was going to save that for later, but yes, I built a time machine. We've done it, gentlemen. We're going back in time. 6 dudes, 1 ride.
This is very exciting.
I want you to know
My dream.
that if we don't make it back, we're going to need to sacrifice somebody. That's just the way the time laws work. Gerald, I'm sorry, but as the low-ranking officer in this battalion, we got to throw you to the wolves.
I'm in favor of Gerald being thrown to the wolves.
I'm in favor.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Thomas.
But I have some.
I suppose
I will say it's
an honor.
Gerald, you're a good man. You're a good man and a peer of the Empire.
It's okay.
I have
You guys time travel. I'll just.
Well, he'll get to go with us, correct? We have to sacrifice him.
We do need a sacrifice, Gerald. We can't simply
So I'll get
enter
one
the
trip.
time machine.
I'll get 1 trip.
Hopefully many trips. Hopefully this ride goes on, Gerald.
But you built it, so I mean, I know.
There's no I in team, Gerald. We built this.
Gerald, do you perhaps have some wrong in the past that you'd like to be set right? I mean, we could do that for you, you know.
Absolutely. You get first dibs, Gerald.
Yes, I mean, because you're giving so much to the expedition.
Any women in your life that you would like to see again?
No, but there was a boy in my 7th grade class who bullied and abused me so badly, I'd like to go back and teach him a lesson.
That
We
bastard.
We cut to the past in that 7th grade class. Hey, Fatso. Fatso Jerry. Fatso Jerry.
Come on. I've been working out. Like, I lost a lot of weight since middle school.
Flick.
Just
Flick.
A time portal opens and a bunch of British gentlemen come spilling through it.
Flick. What the hell?
There he is, Gerald.
You, sir, are a cad.
What's a cad?
You're an obnoxious ruffian.
You're a rat
it's a
scum
goddamn monster.
Whoa, where did you guys all come from?
from the future.
We came from the future.
We are Knights of the Future.
Everyone is British in the future.
We've come to steal your
future?
And your whale sandwich.
And your confidence.
Ha!
Sir, I would like to make a request that we replace the sacrifice for Gerald with this rapscallion here.
Oh,
I will allow it.
Aye.
Hold on a second. Fatso Gerald, you're standing here, you're my age, and then there's a guy that looks just like you. I don't understand what's going on, and then there's all these British guys.
We should definitely kill this child, because this child is now a problem in the time continuum, because we've told him too much anyhow.
He knows too
Please,
much.
let's replace the
I
sacrifice
see
with him.
no problem in the space-time
Yes.
continuum to kill this child.
No, there's no problem at all. It will not ripple forward in any sort of ill effects for the future.
Let's get him in the time machine.
Butterfly
What,
effect. Butterfly effect.
Let's
Yeah.
get him in the machine then.
Come on.
Hey, hands off! Oh my
Put the tape around
god.
his mouth. Put the tape around his mouth.
They're back in the present.
Well, there are dinosaurs everywhere. This is very strange.
I think something has gone terribly wrong.
Yes.
I swear it wasn't my fault.
Take the tape off this young boy's mouth. Young boy, you, the bully.
Yes, yeah.
Explain yourself. Why are there dinosaurs everywhere?
Yeah, what happened?
I'm so confused, you guys. Listen, dinosaurs haven't been on Earth for billions of years. You must have gone back in time instead of the future.
My God.
So, did you check the set? You know you have a little trouble with.
The up arrow is green. The back arrow is blue.
We're gonna have a lap over this as soon as that young man put the tape back on his mouth.
Tape him back up.
Okay. Let's go forward.
Why don't we just leave him here and go back to normal
Dinosaurs.
time?
Leave him here with the dinosaurs.
Yeah, let's leave him here with the dinosaurs. That'll teach him a lesson.
I will allow it.
Aye.
You know,
There you go.
there was this girl. And she
now
embarrassed
there's a
me
girl.
terribly at my high school prom.
Well, we were just going to allow the one, but I see no harm in fucking more with the space-time continuum.
Look, you can't do it. Look, I'm a physicist, and I will assure you there'll be no ill effects whatsoever from just plucking people randomly out of time and sending them back to the dinosaurs. No ill effects.
We're righting wrongs.
We're righting wrongs.
We cut to the mountain in Transylvania.
Sir, it seems like in a matter of moments we're all going to not exist anymore. I didn't know. I mean, I know you did not plan for your death, Lord Dracula, but you're about to not exist. I mean, that's all there is to it.
That seems to be how these things go.
A time portal opens on the side of the mountain, and a bunch of British guys exit.
That
We're in,
guy looks like me.
That
That guy looks like me.
he looks exactly like you.
That guy looks like... Wow.
I don't know who they are, but I hate that little kid with the tape on his mouth.
Oh, he looks
We
like
should leave him
in
here.
the Cretaceous.
We can eat him. He looks human.
Can we just leave him here?
You know what? I'm glad we didn't leave him with the dinosaurs. We should leave him here instead.
Can we eat
This'll be much
your
more-
man-bully child?
Hold on, sir. Did you say dinosaurs? Sir, dinosaurs have a lot of blood. Like they have lots of blood. That's the technical term. Lots of blood. They have it.
Well, they're enormous creatures.
Could you supply us with
use the
dinosaurs?
metric system.
We traveled to see dinosaurs in this machine, and it was a successful trip. It was terrifying, though.
Sir, I would like to make.
Are
Go
those
ahead.
fangs?
Oh yeah, we're vampires. Everyone in the future is vampires.
Yes.
Why?
We evolved from the British.
Yeah, if that's the stage, it goes human, British, vampire.
We are the next evolution of you.
Yeah.
So there's no more humans left?
No, and that's the problem because we're getting hungry. So if you could like supply us with dinosaurs, I don't know what we could offer you. Maybe eternal life.
So you're saying that we could solve...
What's that?
So we could all have eternal life and solve an extinction problem by maybe whittling down those dinosaurs to an appropriate level.
That's probably why the dinosaurs went extinct.
Because there were no vampires to travel back in time and to drain their blood to keep the ecosystem healthy.
Maybe.
These are possibilities. We don't write the history books. We just eat people.
Doctor, what do you think? Shut up!
Wants to say something. I'm going to take the tape off.
All right.
What do you want to say, Keith?
Oh my God. The vampires want you to go get dinosaurs so that they can stay alive on the blood. If we can just do that and then go back to our present time, everything will be fine.
Or we could just give the vampires this kit. I get to see this kid get eaten by vampires, and we could think about where we want to go next for another minute.
I'll be happy.
I'm just saying.
Be happy. Look, if you don't give us dinosaurs, we're not going to eat this kid. I'll tell you that right now.
That is the deal.
That's the deal.
Conundrum.
It's the
All
answer
right.
conundrum.
Let's get everyone in the machine then.
Yeah.
Lord Dracula, would you?
Oh, back to the dinosaurs.
Can somebody put tape on his mouth again?
No.
We may have something lying around.
No.
Vampire string.
Doctor, back to the dinosaurs? Shall we
Back
go?
to the dinosaurs.
Hey, kid. Hey, kid, I bet you $20 you can't untie that string with your mouth.
Double or nothing, I say, once you untie it, you can't retie it around your wrist.
I'll take that action. And scene.
Awesome. That was our show. Yay. So we're Swamp Folk. You can find us here every other Thursday at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We'll be back in 2 Thursdays. I'm Susan. I am improvising from Austin, Texas. Nat, what about you?
I'm in Brooklyn, New
Joe?
York.
I'm from Allentown, Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania.
Jim?
I'm from New York, New York.
And Jason?
Shoot. I'm from Huntsville, Alabama, where we drink out of mason jars.
And that's all of Swamp Folk. Thanks so much for watching. Stick around. I think Hector is up next.
Like us on Facebook.
Like us on Facebook.
Swamp Folk Improv.
But like us in reality first. That'd be
Swamp
good.
Folk forever.
Yeah.
All right. Take care, everybody. And make sure to write questions on our Facebook page for our next week's suggestion. Bye.
Good night.